So this is more of a chiller video than I've been doing lately, but I wanted to show how I made some of my Twitch layouts and assets. I wanted to start streaming since the end of last year, just because I work so much on my computer doing lots of art, and since I record a lot of it for YouTube now, I wondered if streaming could be something that I do on top of that, just so I can get better use out of my art by doing multiple things. A lot of this stuff is works in progress, or maybe changed later down the line as I get more confident with streaming, but today I wanted to show you how I made my offline screen, a screen share screen, so like for when I'm doing art, and a screen for when I'm just chatting. As well as this, I'm going to try and make some buttons for easy information about me and what I'm doing. So to start with the different screens, ironically the offline screen was one of the last ones I did, but since it's quite small, I'm putting it here. Similarly to my PNG Tuber video, which you should totally go and watch by the way, I'm going for a consistent theme, which is like an ethereal forest with lots of green vibes. Onto the just chatting screen, I put a PNG sprite on the page just so I know how much room I had to work with, and then went into making a chat box and a new follower section. I don't think the chat box needed to be that big at the moment since I haven't streamed at all currently. But I really like the twisted wood effect I had for the border, and I added flowers in the background with a bit of sparkle to bring back my aesthetic. Next was my art/gaming screen. I've put these into OBS already just to test them out, and I think I've made the screen size wrong, but that's a future me problem. Similarly to the last one, I had sprites in the screen just so I can lay things out properly. I think this one is probably the most busy, but will be the one I use the most, so I had a difficult time making it quote-unquote perfect. Once again, flowers and sparkles are added, and then it's done. Next thing I did was make little buttons for the bottom of my streams. If people aren't familiar with this, basically if you scroll on any Twitch user, you'll see a section about them where they've made clickable buttons to give you more information. The font I'm using is actually one I've made myself, and it's just my handwriting. Also, I'm keeping my aesthetic going strong. I've made a couple of extra ones that I'm not using right now, such as a Ko-Fi, a Patreon, and a Discord. I don't have any of these set up yet, and I don't think I'll have them for a while. I just preemptively made them so I don't have to do it later and forget what font size I used. Okay, now that everything is made, let me walk you through what my current setup is like. I haven't done a lot of coding / adding in the actual chat box and stuff because I know that's going to take me forever. I'm not a techie kind of guy, but when I have them set up in my OBS, I really like the aesthetic that they've got, what they're presenting, and how it's presenting it. This is what my channel looks like. It's a little bit bare because I haven't streamed anything yet, but here's my offline screen and also the buttons. I quite like the way they look. Also, I can move them around if anything bugs me or if there's a section that's larger than others. So this has been me making my Twitch assets. I'm hoping by the time I post this video, I'll be at least a week into streaming. Even if I'm not, my Twitch account and other socials will be in the description, so go ahead and follow me and you'll be notified when I do stream.